everybody. So I want to talk about how we should relate with death and dying and the dead. Okay, how your relationship should be between the dead, dying, and death itself. Okay, human beings die when their etheric body leaves the physical body. When you go to sleep, your ego and your astral body leaves your etheric and your physical body on your bed. Okay, so you are not conscious of your physical body, but your physical body is still alive because your etheric body is part of it, or is still intact. Once that etheric body comes off of it, the physical body dies, because the etheric body is sort of the force that keeps the physical body alive. Okay, so that's how death happens. Death can happen in many ways. It can happen through natural causes rather. It can also happen when the physical environment intrudes upon you, or cuts your life short, either through gunshot or some kind of mortal wound or some kind of disease that came suddenly and cut your life short. Okay, now I want you guys to understand something. The dead are among us. The dead are among us. A lot of people are afraid of the dead, and it really does not serve you. It's not like you have to talk to them. You don't need to, but it serves you to have an awareness of the fact that the people that are dead are still among you. It also serves you to cultivate a relationship with the dead ones that you are close to, and this I will tell you why that will serve you later. A lot of us are afraid of dying. I think one of the reasons why we're afraid of dying is because we don't understand death. Just like birth is the portal through which you come into this existence, death is the portal through which you live it. It's a never-ending cycle. Like if somebody could look into the spirit, you will see a constant cycle of coming in and going out, coming in and going out. Constant. It never ends. Constant. People are born, people die. People are born, people die. That's just the way of things. If you look at nature, we're in the spring now. All these leaves are coming back, like I said. Okay? All the leaves are coming back. Last year, about December, all these leaves were gone. The leaves went dead, they just went back into the soil, back into the tree, and then they're coming back up. At the end of the year, once you hit fall again, the same cycle repeats itself. Human beings are afraid of death because we are afraid of that which we do not know. We come into this reality and we so focus on the material, we so focus on what we can see, touch, feel, right? That we don't make any room in our lives to cultivate relationship with what we can't see, touch, feel. That's why some people, when they leave their physical body, they don't know what to do with themselves, because all they know is what they can touch, feel, and see. So when they leave their physical body, they are in a state of panic. In a state of panic. They don't know what to do, because they have never cultivated their own spirit. They are not aware of their own spirit, so they're not aware. They don't know how to function in a reality where they can touch, feel, taste. They don't know. So it's important that you understand a few things. The people that are dead are among you. Okay? A lot of people are not aware of this, but they are. Now, it does not mean that you have to enter into relationship with all of them. My dad died, okay? and my dad died years ago. But I really don't know who he really is and what he did in his life. So I really don't have a deep relationship with him per se right now. My grandmother, on the other hand, I have a relationship with. That if I want to communicate with her, I communicate with her. My man's mother, the same thing. And of course, all the other, spirits that I communicate with. Now, there's some time when people at work, when people like pass and I feel safe enough with their spirit, I kind of lean in, communicate with them, ask questions and stuff like that. Because what happens is this: when you leave your physical body, the first thing you're going to realize, the first impulse that is going to hit you is, oh my gosh, I was not my body. First thing. That's when you're going to realize that. And sometimes, some people are so stuck in the mental projection of who they were, because you gotta understand that the only thing that will remain eventually is not what you thought or your identity or all of that. All of that will dissolve away. The only thing that will remain eventually are the feelings and your desires and the love or the hate, whatever that was a strong feeling, whatever moved from your mind to your astral body, which is where your feelings and desires come from. That is what is going to be left after all is said and done. Okay? So now, let's say you did not engage with yourself, for instance. You did not cultivate a relationship with your own spirit. When you disengage from your body, which is the only aspect of you that you know, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? You don't know who you really are because you never cultivated that. Versus somebody who spent time cultivating their own spirit. Once they step outside of the body, the shock will be easier for them to handle, because even while they were in the body, they understood that they were not the body. Okay? Now, the other thing you have to understand is that sometimes, right, if you don't cultivate your own spirit, and if you don't cultivate a relationship with the people that are dead, once you get into the spiritual world after you leave your body, it's going to be hard for you to relate in that world, or to relate with the beings in that world, because that's not part of your regular dealings, because you're used to dealing with what you can touch, feel, taste. So that even when the people that loved you or your loved ones come to help you, you can recognize them. Because then you're not going to see the way you see right now. You're not going to see. So let's say that I die today, right? There's so many beings and so many spirits that I know. Christ being one of them, and many others, that if I get there, I will know them, because I cultivated them. Like I know them. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know them. I know them. And when I feel them, I know you. I know you. I know you. Why? Because I spent time cultivating a relationship with them that wasn't dependent on whether I saw them physically, because I don't have to see them physically. I know them. I know their spirit. How can I explain this? I know what they feel like. I know what they sense like. So that when I live here, I'm not going to be there by myself. And then the ones that are dead, sometimes they need you to help them make it easier transition. If they have children that they left behind, they're going to worry. But if we say to them, hey, I got you, I'll take care of your children for you, you give them some peace. If you say to them, I got you, I will take care of your daughter, I will take care of your dog, I will take care of your cat, whatever it is. Because it also helps you prepare for your own death, instead of living as if death does not happen.